right, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to start video 1 of our concrete job that we're doing at our property. So everywhere you see that has mulch right here is going to be stamped concrete. And then over here, I apologize for the wind. Over here in front of the house, this is going to be brushed concrete and it's going to be picture framed. So today's video, we are going to bury these downspouts and probably take this cement pad down to the pond, save it for a different project. We're going to bury this downspout. That downspout's going to go out that way. And then this downspout on the side of the house is going to get buried as well. If you guys have watched the channel for a couple years, you'll know that this pond gets pretty grimy in the summer. So we are also going to bury some electric conduit down to the pond and then hopefully get a pond fountain sometime this spring. And then additionally, this downspout's going to go straight down. The electric conduit's going to go on top of that pipe, and then this downspout is going to go down to that trench, hook into a 5-inch, and also go to the pond. So the pond should look pretty good this summer, hopefully, because we'll have 2 downspouts going down there during rainfall, so that'll get some movement in the pond from this direction. And then from the center, we're going to have the fountain. And then one last thing before we get started here. This is probably going to be the last video where you see us using the John Deere 2025R. We're going to be switching to a different tractor. This has been our personal tractor for the past 4 years. You guys have seen a lot of tractors on the channel. We buy those tractors, we use them for what we need to, and then we typically get rid of them. But this one we've had for 4 years, just about 200 hours on it. It's been an absolutely phenomenal tractor. So we're supposed to be picking up the new tractor in 2 weeks, or maybe a week and a half. So if you guys have any idea what it is, or if you want to take a guess, comment down below what you think we're going to get. I can tell you, I think a lot of you guys are going to be surprised. I'll give you a hint. It's going to be a little bit bigger. But stay tuned. Again, here's the last before picture. Again, this is going to be all cemented here. This is going to be just a pad in front of the house, 18 feet out. And we're going to picture frame it, which is when you brush the inside and then you smooth the edges. And then over here, starting at 18 feet out as well, we're going to start the stamped concrete, and it's going to go around the side of the house there, essentially to that corner. Stay tuned. Now, we've had this 260B backhoe and this John Deere 2025R for 4 years now. It's been a phenomenal machine. So if you guys have any questions on the John Deere 2025R or the 260B backhoe, the 120R loader, or how this machine performs, let us know in the comments and we'll answer your questions. So if you can see here, we're going to run those downspouts in a trench down to the pond. One of the first things we had to do was get this concrete out of the way. I wanted to save this pad and maybe use it down around the pond somewhere, but we had to break some of it up just to be able to dig a trench in between it. So you'll see us dig a trench here. We'll lift this piece out of the way. We'll dig a trench in between the 2 pieces of concrete there. And then later on, the skid steer operator, the concrete guy, he picks up the whole slab and moves it for us. So we still have that slab if we want to use it for a project later on. All right, you'll see here now we're going to start digging this trench. This is what this 260B backhoe was made for. The first couple inches of your topsoil down into some of the clay. This thing just rips through it like butter. I understand for the price, a lot of people think that it's easier just to rent a mini excavator, but the convenience of having this backhoe on your tractor or on the property is very beneficial. You can just use it whenever you need it. You don't have to worry about trailering something out to your property or renting something and worrying about when the rental company is available. You can just do projects as you please whenever you want. So it's definitely worth getting if you're considering it. All right, now we got the trench dug, we'll start putting on the pipe in. We're using hard pipes underneath where the concrete is going to be on the patios, and then we use couplers and connect it to the corrugated pipe, and the corrugated pipe runs all the way down to the pond. And then on top of this hard pipe, we lay the electrical piping, and that goes all the way to the pond as well. All right, we had to put down the recorder there for a little bit, but we got all the trench dug, going down to the pond. So we have the downspouts hooked up. I did get the wrong connections though for the actual downspouts into the ground, so we'll have to fix those. So that line is hard for the first 10 feet, and then it's corrugated. And then we wide it in to this corrugated pipe, which runs to the hard line, which runs up to this downspout. Then we have the electrical. We taped it off here, and the electrical runs all the way down to the pond. While we were finishing up the trench, the concrete guy showed up, and he's now digging out the area for the first pad. Now we're ready to backfill. All right, thanks for watching today's video. We got these trenches filled in, at least roughed in. The downspouts are buried, the electrical conduit is buried, and then we put a 90 on that and brought that up here. We still have to take this into the house yet with the electrical, and then we also have to run the lines, electrical lines down through. And then the concrete contractor. Did a great job. He was pretty good on the skid steer. He knocked this out in no time. He's running a Cat 247B, which he's actually going to be selling. Open station, 1,800 hours, and pilot controls. So he's got a little bit more grade work to do here, but mostly got that done. So episode 1's over. Stay tuned. We'll be pouring concrete here, and then we'll also be doing stamped concrete there. Should be good. Thanks for watching.